Beatsmiths Mobile Cipher Unit. I'm standing here with Cortez from Queens, graffiti artist. Just want to know a little bit about your work, man.
Cortez NYC. I'm from Queens, New York. Started up in the 90s. Back in the day, I used to write Wax, A3 Crew. Got a little name for that. And back then, I was doing stuff for like J. Rue the Damager. I did Can't Stop the Prophet video. Yep. I did a lot of album covers. I did Lord of the Underground, Funky Child.
That's awesome.
Yeah, you know, I kept real busy. Lately nowadays, you can find me anywhere on the internet, Cortez NYC, New York City. Find me, just Google that. You'll find everything I'm doing nowadays. I got a YouTube channel, it's kind of popular. I've been doing a lot of tours. I've been going to Berlin, I've been going to Barcelona, I've been going to France. I just came back from Ecuador, got a little trophy out there.
What was the trophy for?
It was the sponsor, the spray paint sponsor. He gave me a trophy. I was like...
What was the name of the sponsor?
The sponsor was Sayer spray paint. Yeah, I was Kid Sayer. Yeah, I was Kid Sayer for the event. It was their first event. You know, it was a real big thing for me. You know, I'm Colombian. My background is Colombian, and it was a big thing for me because, you know, it was Ecuador's first big event like that, and for them to give me a little prize like that was kind of cool. There was no money or nothing like that, but it was a nice thing.
Congratulations, though.
Thanks a lot.
Let me ask you, who are your influences?
Shit, man. I would say like my biggest influence would be like Mode 2. Mode 2 out of France, yeah. Like that kid, when I saw what he was doing, I was like, man, I wish I could do stuff like that. And I'm still inspired by him.
Nice. Yo, we've been peeping a lot of art in there. There's a lot of good art in there. We've seen C1 and what's that kid's name? Icky.
Yeah.
Some really cool shit in there. Other than your own art, who do you like?
Right now?
Yeah.
Right now, I'm kind of like all over the place. I can't really pin it. You know, like I feel like graffiti's. I mean, my thing like graffiti right now is like an aerosol wasteland. Like people just kind of like scavenging.
Quote that. Quote that.
I feel like right now people just scavenging. You know, we're just trying to like figure it out. You know what I mean? And like we're just taking like little bits of what was left behind and we're trying to figure it out. You know, I'm not old enough to be old school, but I'm not new enough to be new school.
How old are you?
I'm 37. You know what I mean? So, I mean, but I look at people like, you know, Scene and dudes that were before me, T-Kid. I see these dudes when I'm on tour, I bump into them and I'm like, yo, these dudes they were before me, you know what I mean? They're my old school, you know what I mean?
Right.
So, but like, I feel like the generation that I'm a part of, we're kind of like Generation X, and we're kind of like trying to figure it out, you know what I mean? We're trying to like take all little pieces, trying to make something out of it. So, right now, I see a lot of artists. I see these kids out, man. When I went to Spain, I was blown away. I saw people with so many influences. You know, it wasn't just graffiti. It was influences from all over the place. So I hope that's what really happens in New York, because we're the mecca of it all. So I hope what we take is we take all that shit and just kind of like give it a rebirth. You know what I mean?
Cortez, all of this is all very much hip hop. Musically, what influences you when you're working?
Musically, you know.
It don't have to be hip hop.
No, but musically, like my New York cats, you know, any of my New York cats doing it.
You got a favorite?
Right now, I would say, and
on the spot. you just put you on the spot. Right, you know what? I'm gonna give you a fun question.
All right. How about this? I would say musically, I'm inspired by a touch of Spanish, a touch of salsa. I feel like I'm part of that generation. I feel like I'm a little bit of that reggaeton, salsa, New York Spanish kind of mix. You know what I mean? We're taking a little bit of the Afro-Cuban, we're taking a little bit of the New York vibe, we're mixing it all together, we're trying to make something out of it. And I know I'm part of that. I got a little bit of that rock in me, I got a little bit of that rock and roll, a little bit of that heavy metal in me. You know, Queens of the Stone Age, stuff like that is like a real big influence. You know, but at the same time, you know what I mean? Like a lot of, you gotta have rhythm. You gotta have rhythm when you're doing this art. You know, like I'm really known for my freestyles. You know, and I'm trying to wake people up to that. You know, there's a lot of MCs that freestyle. Graffiti artists can freestyle too. And when we hit the black books, you know, we can just hit it up straight up. You don't have to be sitting there for 3 hours trying to sketch with a pencil. You can just grab a pen and start doing your shit because it's your style. It's not what other people say. It's a free form of art. And I feel like when New Yorkers are trying to freestyle and trying to like inspire themselves and trying to like wake it up, I think that's where it's at.
Let me tell you something. Joe Ruggiero, who designed these hats, by the way, designed this logo,
okay,
is a big fan of yours. He hit me like twice already and said, you know what, make sure you speak to Cortez. Cool. Make sure you speak to Cortez.
Cool,
so apparently you influenced him as well.
That's cool.
All right, I have one last question for you.
Cool.
You're on a desert island. You got one CD to listen to before all the batteries run out. What is it?
KRS album.
Which one? Which one?
Does it matter?
You hear that, Fish Burrows? KRS-One.
Does it matter which one?
It would have to be Return of the Boom Bap because my boy Daniel Hastings he's the one who did the cover for that. That was my ace. You know, I was there for the Wu-Tang, the album cover of Wu-Tang 36 Chambers.
Yes.
I was on set. You know what I'm saying? Like, that was me. I was that dude behind the set.
These are celebrities. These are real celebrities in hip-hop. Yo, you got anything you want to say to hip-hop?
To hip-hop, man, I hope you guys got a heart, man, because your pockets are full, but your heart, I don't know. You know what I mean? I really hope you guys still have it in you.
Thanks, man. I appreciate it. Cut and press.